Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check X3. 218, chopper. Ready, ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Room to run past midfield. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Matchbox lights. Fire.
Now they try the right side here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down.
Deep grip.
And they give this time to the tailback. And some space here. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check 52. Topper! Shoot!
Back to throw. Costello buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
Let's get this. 45. Mike, 45.
Check. Hey, check Mike 45. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, lock it. Get that quarterback.
Shift.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Swing.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up a throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris to return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, and Collins looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually college days, a lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul, nothing to be gained.
And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mike. 54 small. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
2nd and 2. That's complete to Smith. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Switch up. Sean. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, wahoo!
We're going 37.
Yep.
Mike 37. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man.
Fire.
From the gun, Costello. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2nd and 9 now. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Go.
Double dog.
Shoot.
2nd and 1. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd?
Get it.
Looking to throw. Costello. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get that ball right here. Check.
Greystone, travel. Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
45.
Ready.
Mike, 45.
Back to throw. Costello. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
Go there. 90 Wolf.
Check 45 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Check curls, check curls, check set. Mike.
Second and 11. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is Harris. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Target.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Costello. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
General West.
Mike, 45. Here we go,
Big Ripper.
They'll try and run for it. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check 9, check 9. Yo, hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
Freeman again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, 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 hey. He's in the roll. West. Neil. He's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Falcons first down.
Right there. 54.
Back to throw now on first down. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Buzz.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Come. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Five.
Looking to throw. Costello. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Sam on.
Check 49, check 49.
Let's go.
From the gun, Costello. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey. Watch the whip. Shoot.
On 4th down, Costello. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.